With the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Love it. Commissioner Schuff this morning.
Thank you. Please bow. Dear Lord, please help guide us and bless us here as we go to discuss business and issues facing our community and our county. Please help us to do your will, to represent our people the best way that we know how to. Help us to work together and to see the good in situations and to come to consensus for the betterment of the community. Amen.
Roll call.
Commissioner Paradiso,
Here.
Commissioner Schuff,
Here.
Commissioner Franker.
Here. So I'll accept the motion to approve the digital audio recording of our prior board session last Thursday, January 5th, 2023. So move.
I'll second Commissioner Franker.
Commissioner Franker,
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes. So at this time, we have a special treat, special program, and we're titling this the Seneca County Video Tour. And Jimmy Flint, who's our in-house public relations media person, has done a great job in putting this together. And Jimmy, if it's okay, I'm going to yield to you to explain what you've come up with.
Absolutely, yeah. Thank you. And this is something.
yeah.
I'm sorry. You good? This is something that and I'm just gonna do a quick spiel just to kind of explain what we're looking at. But basically, a company approached us probably like 8 or 9 months ago. It's CGI Digital out of Rochester, New York, and they were talking about a program that Sandusky County and some other cities and nearby areas have used that is of no cost to taxpayers to create this virtual video tour. So basically had a meeting with CGI in June, kind of came up with a timeline for when we would shoot our videos, what we wanted to see, and then there was kind of a script process where we went shot by shot. Hey, here are the things we want, here's what we want the narrator to say, that kind of thing. We shot the videos in September. Shout out to Jake. Some of you guys might have met him when he was in the county to shoot some stuff. And really the goal of it is to show people what Seneca County has to offer. There's 5 different videos. We have a welcome, which you're going to see Commissioner Schuff and Commissioner Paradiso were prominently featured in that one. That kind of gives some quick facts about our county. And then the other 4 videos were focused on workforce development, collaboration within the community, the educational offerings for people of all ages, and the Parks and Rec. So I think we've got it up on the screen here, so Jamie, whenever you're ready, go ahead and play them.
Hello, and welcome to Seneca County, Ohio, a community full of opportunity for all.
With a population of 56,000, Seneca County encompasses the cities of both Tiffin and Fostoria, as well as many villages and townships.
A welcoming and family-friendly community, the county is a great place for new and growing families to call home. With a low cost of living, low crime rate, and exceptional educational opportunities.
Seneca County's strong business community drives the area's economic growth, from local independent retail stores and restaurants to international and multinational industrial companies.
The county works closely with the Tiffin-Seneca Economic Partnership to connect local businesses to helpful resources and encourage continued economic and community development.
Discover the area for yourself and join us in Seneca County.
Thanks.
Cool, so that's the first. There's 4 more. We can watch them all. We don't need to, but yeah.
Run another one.
Run another one? Cool.
Sure.
Yep, just to get an idea. And if you hit the bottom right square, you could probably full screen it.
Opportunities for local businesses and
Okay,
workers
we'll see.
and fostering new growth through community development. As a strong business-friendly community, the county is home to a wide range of businesses, including many in the manufacturing, distribution, and retail industries, with plenty of jobs available for the area's skilled and educated workforce. Organizations like the Tiffin-Seneca Economic Partnership and the Fostoria Economic Development Corporation provide vital resources and services to the area. From investing in downtown revitalization through the Tiffin Facade Enhancement Program to connecting job seekers to career opportunities, both organizations are committed to helping businesses, workers, and local communities succeed.
If we are not out there actively and aggressively looking for new investment opportunities for the county, we're going to fall behind. And frankly, 80% of our growth within Seneca County will come from existing businesses. And so it's important that we are here for our existing businesses as well as those new investment opportunities.
We're working together toward a prosperous future in Seneca County.
Well done.
Cool. Yep, and you
job.
can view those SenecaCountyOhio.gov on the commissioner's website. It's just right under the commissioner's picture. You can click the widget and you can check out all of those videos. We've had a really warm response from folks, and it was a lot of work, but it was definitely worth my time. And the best part about it, it was no cost to taxpayers. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, job well done, Jimmy. I'll
Thank
give
you.
Jimmy a little round.
Yeah, we'll get
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good job. I think we know this, but maybe the public doesn't realize you have a pretty strong background in video as well as your writing skills. So in today's society, when we look at videos, you need to have a full package. So and we'll give Heidelberg a little credit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Nate,
Yeah,
Nate
nice
put
job.
together, right? Yep.
Anything else, Jamie? You want to add anything to that?
That looks great.
Probably next time we do a video, Jimmy, we'll have to get the river. We'll have a Mardi Gras.
Yeah, I know.
Throw some, green water in there to kind of,
Yeah,
mix it up a little
absolutely.
bit. So,
That was actually, when I was watching it back, that was the first thing I noticed is the chocolate river there. But
no, it's good. Yeah, no, very good.
The chocolate river, yeah. Okay, commissioner reports. Who would like to go?
I'll go.
All right, Mr. Frank.
So last Friday, went out, worked with ODOT on a driveway permit for our new lot where the first EMS building's proposed and stuff, worked with them. Left there, went over to the auditor's office to get an address established there. So I really want to throw kudos out to the auditor's office. I went in at 10 after 4 on a Friday, and by 4:20 we had the driveway or
And
the
an
mail
address.
address and everything all set up there. So
Pretty good.
great team over there for that aspect of it. So and then Monday, Tyler and I went out to the juvenile detention center. Let him kind of elaborate on that a little bit, but what a great tour and kind of a few issues we'll need to work out here eventually and stuff on that and stuff. John will kind of lead us with some of that. So, but other than that, it was a great tour and great meets there and a group out there. So amazing how we have a collaborative effort with Huron County and I think Crawford County on that with the juvenile center and stuff with that. So. Monday night went to Adams Township meeting. So the meeting was they appointed Gary Hepp for my spot as the new Adams Township trustee to fulfill the year, and then he'll have to run.
Do we know
in November.
Gary?
Yeah, Gary and Don Hepp. Yeah. So actually, it's funny that so way back when that Gary's dad and my dad served together for a couple of years till Gary's dad retired. Then so it's kind of
It's trustees?
it's trustees together. So yeah, so
Okay.
it's kind of a pretty
Good.
neat. So yeah, good
Yeah,
family.
Hepp
Hepp family's
meeting.
been Hepp
Yeah.
family's been in Adams Township forever. Great family, and Gary will do a nice job. And so yeah, it was nice to be there and see who was going to take my spot then. So other than that, that's phone calls, meeting and greeting people. So it's been fun. So exciting.
Yeah, it's great. Well, he's always in here, so that's a good thing. Yeah. All right, anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shep.
Yeah, it's been a very productive week here the past week, and even leading into the end of last week. Last Friday, after our commissioners meeting, well, Thursday, I had met with Bryce and Marissa from the Seneca County Chamber and Visitors Bureau. They're helping us put together a pamphlet here for the facade program. So we've had a lot of businesses calling, texting, emailing about the program, so they're excited to move forward with that here in 2023. Appreciate the commissioners putting monies aside for that program again here this year, so looking forward to moving some businesses forward with that. Had a meeting with the city administrator, Dale Thornton, with Tiffin here. We were bouncing some ideas off each other. I'm 1 out of 3 commissioners, but just areas where we can collaborate, save taxpayer monies. There's certain departments where we can work together, but it's all kind of just pie in the sky or ideas we're bouncing off each other, but had a productive meeting with Dale. As Commissioner Franklin alluded to earlier, we took a tour of the youth center earlier. One thing I did when I first got on city council, and I do here at the county, I'm going to get out to all our different departments, meet with our leadership, go through our buildings, see the statuses, what needs fixed, what needs work on, what are we doing right, what are we doing wrong. But got a little education out there as well. So their concerns were noted. Went out to the dog wardens yesterday. Just want to give a shout out to Kelly Marker. There is an animal out there that was adopted. His name is Buddy, adopted by some local business owners here in the community, but he's actually in a nationwide contest here to, what was it, Jimmy, Dog of the Year? Or?
Yeah, Pet of the Year. Yeah, Dogster Magazine is running the contest.
Yeah, it was a rescue. It was a beagle mixed with a little something else, I'm guessing. No, I'm not the expert on that, but yeah, cool dog. He got an interview with John Monk yesterday, so it's always nice to go out there and see what's going on. Working on some business development stuff. There's some people I've been working with here the last few months that are getting ready to open. I'm not going to spill the beans on that, but let TCEP and the chamber do their thing. But got some calls this week of people looking for spaces here in Seneca County. So that's one thing I do enjoy is working with the small businesses, trying to get them placed and find a home. Let's see here. We were supposed to have a GLCAP meeting this week. That was canceled. This morning at 8 a.m. I got to do an interview with WTTF, give them some county updates. I'll stick to what I said last year. They'll agree with me, but I got more of a face for radio, so that always works out well. Let's see here. This coming week on the 18th, we have a stakeholders meeting at Sentinel, so I'm going to go out there, get some updates, and I will report back here to the chamber. Still working on the Seneca County Clean Sweep. I'd like to add a recycling element to that. So working with Gary Beatty and OSS here to see what they can kind of contribute to help bring back that program, get out to our villages and rural areas to do these downtown or these village sweeps and try to help them keep things clean and have a sense of community pride. Commissioner Frankert and I actually tag teamed here this week too. We had a meeting with the railroad, some folks from Norfolk Southern. So we met with their HR rep and he is looking to hire people, I think 25 right off the top. Starting pay $70,000 a year. After 4 or 5 years, you're making almost $100,000. So we got him linked up with Sentinel and some of the local employers and Jobs Ohio, and they're looking to hire here in the area. So those are good paying jobs. They'll train you in-house. You can start right out of school. So anyone that says there's not good paying jobs out there, I would beg to differ. And then lastly, just some events. Bettsville has their trivia night tonight out there at the front 9. And then on the 21st, Bloomsville has a gun raffle, but yeah, a lot going on this past week and getting off to a good start this year.
Anything else?
I'll stand down.
Okay, good. Thank you. Good report. A few things on my agenda. We had an IT committee meeting yesterday. That's I guess an informal / ad hoc committee of elected officials that have their data stored in the Justice Center. I thought it was a good meeting. We discussed, we had Jake in here from Buckeye IT, and basically what we're in the process of doing is getting all the file servers, all the storage of the county moved into the Justice Center. We have a temperature-controlled room in there that houses all our storage, our data storage, and with that comes some complications, not only the technical part of getting it all in there, but access. The Justice Center's closed, you know, it's open from 8 to 5, so what if you have to get in after hours? Into the building, and then how do you get into the room and those kind of things. We're also opened up conversations, and this year we'll be taking action to improve our cybersecurity methods within the county. There's a lot of components that go into that. So I thought that was a pretty good meeting, and you know, just appreciate the electeds coming together, and that's what we're trying to do. We want to work together with our elected officials in the county and to see where we can find common ground and efficiencies and communicate, that kind of thing. So looking forward to more to come there. That was our first meeting in 3 years, so you know, I was just really glad to get off to a good start there. Last night we had a regional planning executive committee meeting. Some good news there. Charlene's back from her surgery, but the December, fourth quarter revenue at regional planning was significantly higher than we anticipated. There was some grant funding. There were some things that came in that we weren't really expecting. So, the year ended pretty well, and we're off to a good start this year. Yeah, like I said, I'll leave it at that for now. Anybody else want to make any comments before we go to county administrator report? You guys good? Yep.
All right, I just have a few things today. Judge Shuff sent over a letter. They had a total of $15,061.16 that was deposited to the county's general fund, representing payment of the 4D monies generated by the court for 2022. That's a accumulated total of $866,589.79 that the county's general fund has received from the court since 1999. So just give you guys that information that was sent over. Still working on some contract.
I think I know this, but is that's both common pleas?
No, I think that's just the one, correct?
Is that
That's
just Judge
Shuff's.
Shuff?
Yeah,
Okay,
still
so
waiting for the
there'll
other
be
one.
a similar-
We'll have another one for,
Coming from Judge Alt,
Yep.
okay.
so.
Good. Thank you.
The next thing, just still working through the SRO language for possible contract with Old Fort. If we can get the details worked out, we're not there yet to present any type of contract with those guidelines, but every day working closer and closer. Derek's involved, Sheriff's involved, Laura from Old Fort. So just trying to get to that common ground of agreement on that. So once we can get all that together, maybe presenting you with, we'll get Sheriff and probably Laura in here if it gets to that point, to discuss that. So that may be coming in the next week or so if we can continue to work through that language a little bit further. And then if you guys haven't seen this, should have been emailed to you. I believe Ann sent this out. This is just an invitation to the Red Dress Luncheon. That's Friday, February 3rd. That celebrates American Heart Associates Go Red for Women movement. So just in case you guys haven't seen it, here it is. If you want, let us know. We can work to get you.
I move that Tony represents us in a red dress.
In a red dress.
Second the motion.
Roll call.
Well, and now you have to do it.
Things got a little weird at the commissioner's table.
Yeah, when I read that, I thought it was just for women, but it's not. Okay, it's recognizing women, and everybody's,
Yeah.
see? The mind focuses on something, and then, but, okay, good.
So.
Yeah, I'll see what we can do. It's at noon?
Yes,
All right, I'll
on
make a
February
note.
3rd. So,
Okay, let's see if we can do
yep, you guys can get back later on that.
it. Okay,
No, that's all I
anything
have.
else?
That is it for
Any
me.
old business?
Not.
Okay, so as we go into new business, we're going to take this a little slower, a little more methodical than we have in the past. And so we can talk about each item. We think this is a good format for the public and for ourselves to make sure we're not just overlooking anything. We'd like to think we don't, but this will help us to make sure we don't. So with
So bear with
that,
us.
Pumping the brakes.
we have a team effort here, so we'll let you begin with new business.
Yep. So Barb's gonna go over the supplemental appropriations.
I only have a few. I have salary and Medicare additional amounts in the amount of $10,000 for the salary and $145 for Medicare. This is for tax map retired employee payout. It was just additional money that they needed to make sure that payout got taken care of for Dawn Fitch.
So as people in the county retire and they've accumulated vacation and
They get a portion of their sick time, yes.
as they retire, then we lump sum it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how that is working.
Is there a cap on like how much they can carry over either annually or?
Yes, there is. Their
Okay.
vacation is capped at a certain, depending on their level of, their years of service. And then when they leave the county as a retirement, they are paid out up to 240 hours of sick time. If that is the maximum that they can receive, but they have to be able to have those hours available
Sure.
to be paid that.
Sure. Yeah, I was curious on how that.
And we will be discussing in the future the possibility of accruing some of this money, maybe in a separate fund. Is that
Yep.
possible?
We're looking into that a little bit.
So right
further.
now, what happens, this comes up, we have to find the money. And it started with Commissioner Kirschner a year ago, brought it up, but then I know everybody's working on it with the auditor, where the commissioners will set a few bucks aside on an annual basis to kind of plan for these things. So when they come up,
Be prepared.
we have money set in there to pay this. Yeah, so, good job.
The other supplemental I have is for the maintenance and repair fund, again, engineer. They need additional $5,000 for their software license and service line. And then I have $2,400 for contract services for the sewer district. This is for an increase for the Ames excavating contract for the Newrigal Sewer District. It's just, they put money in place based on the old amount, and then they got a new contract at the beginning of the year, so they're asking for additional money for the remainder of the contract.
Did you, President Paradis, did you want to pass the supplemental appropriations separately from the resolutions entered? Do you need a motion?
Yeah, well, yes.
I'll make a motion that we accept and pass the supplemental appropriations as presented.
I'll second Commissioner Schuff's motion.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. Okay, thanks, Barb.
Thank you for explaining those.
Thank you. Yeah, appreciate that, especially for the new guy on the block.
And for the public, this is how we're gonna do it. And we're just gonna, and we're blessed to have Barb here, that's good, since you're in the weeds with the numbers. But it's also good transparency for everybody, so, thank you.
Okay, now on to the resolutions, and this is where you guys plan to make a motion on each one, correct? Perfect. All right, so the first resolution we have is a resolution designating board appointments for the Seneca County Board of Commissioners for 2023.
So this is our final list.
I'll let you guys discuss or any points that you want to make. I was happy or content with the committees. Some I've had before, have experience in, some were new. I was content with them, but if there's no concerns or issues, I'll make a motion that we pass the resolution as presented.
I'll second.
So we should get a motion, then discuss it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's good. Hearing no further discussion, roll call.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. Thank you.
The next resolution we have is authorizing an amendment to the lease agreement between Seneca County Board of Commissioners and Seneca County Department of Job and Family Services. This is a very slight change to the lease. They were getting cleaning services out there 5 days a week, and the lease reflected that specific daily task. So they now are getting cleaning tasks 3 times a week. So we just had to change from weekly to, daily to 3 times a week. So that is the amendment for the JFS contract.
Will it continue that way moving forward, or are they still looking for somebody 5 days a week?
They are only, 3 right now. Yep.
So move to accept the resolution.
I will second Commissioner Franker.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Okay, next resolution, we have establishing the ability to dispose of unneeded, obsolete, or unfit county property by means of online internet auction as an alternative to public auction or sealed bid, and charging county department administrators or directors with disposal management oversight, retroactive to January 1st, 2023.
Does this pertain to a particular item or just in general, is it kind of a blanket
This is a
resolution?
blanket,
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And do we do this every year?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, I was gonna
because
say this is,
Okay, so we have to renew it every year. I get it. Okay,
You haven't made a motion in a
yeah,
while.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Commissioner Frankert,
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes.
okay. The next one, we have a resolution to designate the official representative and alternate for the purpose of voting at the annual meeting of the County Commissioners Association of Ohio in 2023. And that is going to be Commissioner Paradiso, and then the alternate is going to be Commissioner Schuff.
You okay with that, Commissioner Franklin?
Sure. Move to accept the resolution.
Second?
Commissioner Frankert,
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes.
Okay. We have a resolution authorizing the contract agreement for medical services with Dr. Chris Sears on behalf of the Seneca County Sheriff's Department.
I move to accept the contract.
Second?
Commissioner Frankert,
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes.
Final resolution we have is authorizing the lease agreement with Seneca County Park District at 3362 South Township Road, 151 Tiffin, effective January 1st, 2023, and ending December 31st, 2023. As you're aware, their lease ended December 31st, 2022. They're kind of working out details of that lease agreement. And so they were, if we could do a one-year lease because they're unsure of their project and how it's gonna move forward this year. But, so we went ahead and did a one-year lease agreement with the parks, and that is gonna be for a total of $10,000. They'll pay, I believe, Kylie, they pay twice, $5,000 and, so they pay that twice, they'll pay that twice a year. So, Kylie will bill them $5,000 and $5,000
That's what they're paying
again.
now, I
So
think.
that is what they
So
paid,
it's
yeah,
just
last year in
extension for a
22,
year.
for 1 year. Yep.
Make a motion that we accept the lease agreement?
I'll second.
Commissioner Frankert,
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes. Hey, good job. Any comments? Do we want to do any, I'm glad we're working like this. Is there any way we can improve the flow of how we just did this? Did it go okay?
I thought, but, I mean, yeah. I mean, as time goes on, it'll.
We'll get a
smooth
little
out, yeah.
better, a little smoother. Everybody good with it? I'm just soliciting, a little bit of feedback.
I'll make a motion that
I like
we separately approve resolutions and supplemental appropriations to be voted on individually
Going forward?
going forward.
I'll second that motion.
Yeah, let's formalize it. Any further discussion?
Don't need to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think we
We
need
need
that. No.
Just, the president can just proceed how you want to.
Okay, so, but basically your intent there was to memorialize going forward.
Informally, you say, let's do
What
it.
we're doing, and I think that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't formally need to vote, but
I withdraw my motion.
your comments are taken.
Kylie said
There you go.
That's good, yeah. Yeah, your comments are well taken, and that's good. Okay,
What's the
so,
resolution?
that concludes, all our new business. We open the floor up to, the public. Anyone that would like to speak, please come forward, state your name, and you have up to 3 minutes to, address the commissioners. Anybody want to come forward? Jimmy, we'll go to online.
Yep, we've got 18 people with us here on the Zoom call, so I am opening the line now. If you'd like to speak during public comment and you're on here with us on Zoom, you can go ahead and unmute your line and come forward now. Don't see anything yet. I think we're good.
Pretty good meeting. I have 29 minutes, 30 minutes, so.
We, I don't know if the
Commissioner
cameras,
Kirsch
I
would
don't
be
know,
happy with that. It's less than an hour, right? Yeah.
I don't know if the cameras at home are considered,
Hearing
now
no
that we have
further comment?
Councilman Spar here in the crowd. Any reports from the, any reports from the city?
Yeah.
Perfectly out of,
All right, hearing no further comment, the meeting's adjourned. Thank you.